G'day, it's Shane here from Wine Grape TV, and thank you for joining me at my home bar. But more importantly, thank you for helping me spread McLaren Vale wines to the world. Today, I suppose a little bit of self-indulgence. I've got a bottle of the recently released 2012 Fox Creek Short Row Shiraz. That's the standard label. And why is it a bit just for me? Well, I used to work for Fox Creek. I did the 2009 vintage at Fox Creek and worked for them for approximately a year in the laboratory. Had a great time getting all that exposure to the wine industry, and certainly learned a hell of a lot. But I'd have to say that the Short Row Shiraz from that time has been one of my favourite reds from McLaren Vale. And so I got given a bottle of this to try and to introduce to you guys. Now, what I've done with this wine is I actually tried it 2 nights ago. Felt that it was a bit of a young'un, needed a bit of time. So I thought, what best to do but to actually give it some time in the bottle with it open. Had a vacuum van on it, so I pumped most of the air out of it. But this will give it a bit of an indication of what the cellaring could be for this particular wine. So enough of the chit chat about that. Let's get on to the wanky thing. One of the things I've always liked about the Short Row is it has a combination of wine, also oak treatments, shall I say, both French and American. And I just think sometimes we've gone a little bit anti-American oak, and yet there's some really good wines that come from good American oak. And this wine generally is one that I think highlights the American oak, but it's not over the top. So I'm certainly getting some herby characters coming through. Certainly that Shiraz plumminess, getting some licorice. Yeah, definitely getting that licorice. Some dark chocolate on the back of the nose maybe. Really, really enjoyable nose. So it's so enjoyable, let's try it. Well, I think first of all, the palate has certainly improved from opening it and drinking it relatively quickly after opening to having it just sit there for a little bit. The licorice, there's an ever so slightly coconutty, vanillan sort of aspect to it, which really is American oak. And I still think time is a good one for this one. I really think out of the short rows that I've had over the last 4 or 5 years, I think this is the one that sort of screams to give me a bit of time first before seeing the best on consumption. But conversely to that, if you do get a chance for the 2012 Short Row Shiraz, in recent times, I'd really recommend you let it breathe for a couple of hours before tucking into a ripper. Yeah, so this to me just screams McLaren Vale Shiraz. This screams of some good oak treatment. And when I say good oak treatment, that doesn't necessarily mean there's like this big oak monster come in and trying to blow everything away. It's about smart oak treatment to complement the fruit, to actually show off all the elements of the wine. And this is certainly the case here. that's even changing again now. The real licorice chocolate McLaren Vale Shiraz is here. So I think the wine retails about high 20s, low 30s, and I think at that price point, I certainly think it's excellent value, and certainly one to look out for. So the Fox Creek McLaren Vale Short Row Shiraz from 2012, absolute winner. And just another point of difference, on the back of the back label, they've actually got Braille there, so people that can't read the label but can read Braille actually get some information about the wine on the back there. And I think that's a really great initiative by Fox Creek. They've been doing it now for a while, and continue to do it. So another little kudos for Fox Creek, and well done, guys. But I think that's a ripper. Classical McLaren Vale Shiraz, 2012. It's one of the first red wines I've had from 2012. 2012 generally will be considered one of the better years, I believe, and should be some really interesting wines coming through, and particularly if this one is a precursor to what we should be trying from 2012, then I think we're going to be in pretty good company there. So that's all we have time for Learning Grape TV tonight. Hope you've enjoyed it. I've certainly enjoyed that little bit of self-indulgence. And remember, Fox Creek Short Row Shiraz. Thank you very much, and we'll see you later. Bye.